Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video we have a massive update for the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 and the Samsung Galaxy S9 smartphones. So right here I have a Samsung Galaxy Note 9 unlocked US version, and if I go into my settings and if I scroll all the way down, go to my About Phone and tap on software information, as you can see we have One UI version 2.1. That's the update. You jump from 2.0 to 2.1, and in the process get amazing new features that I'm going to detail in this video. This is the last major update with massive new features before One UI 2.5 that is going to be coming out very soon. So let's dive in and get started. Let's start with number one. Now the first thing is very easy. When you pull down the control panel right here, you now have a brand new button. It's the power on and power off software button. So you can tap on this right here, and then you can power off, restart, or go into the emergency mode right from here instead of having to press the actual power button. So that's number one. Now we also have a modification to our settings. So if I go into my settings and if I go into my display, you'll see the interface has changed a little bit. And when you go from light to dark mode, you get a nice transition effect. So watch this. If I tap on this, it gradually transitions to dark mode, and if I go back, it gradually transitions back to the dark mode. Before this update, it was just on and off, on and off. So I like the transition effect much better, as you can see. And then you can go to the actual settings by tapping this to configure your dark mode settings if you want. The next thing that we have is if I pinch the screen, okay, and if I go to wallpaper, all these icons here are now brand new. And we have this new option at the bottom that says apply dark mode to wallpaper. So if I have a nice and bright wallpaper, and if I turn on the dark mode, let me do it right now, right from here, it's actually going to apply a little bit darkness to the actual wallpaper so it's easy on the eyes. Okay, so look at that wallpaper, and then when I turn this off, look at it one more time, it's going to be more bright, so you can apply that effect from here, apply dark mode to wallpaper. Let's move on. Now here's one of my absolute new favorite additions. If I go into my messages, and let's say I go into a particular conversation, I can now tap on the three dots on the top here and actually customize my wallpaper. I tap on this guy. I can change, have different background colors for separate conversations with people. And if I want, I can tap on gallery, which is going to take me into my gallery from where I can pick any photo that I want to apply to the actual message. So as an example, I can grab this photo right here and I can make this as a background image. Let me just move this around, select the area that I want, click on done, and now that message is going to have this background, and I can do this for every separate conversation. Absolutely fantastic. Let's move on. Another update is if you pinch the screen and swipe over, what you're now going to see is Samsung Daily instead of Bixby Daily. So that's been revised, and when you turn this on and go inside, it's going to have a brand new little interface. It's smoother, more bouncy, and a little bit more fun and modernized. So basically this is what it's going to look like, and if I go up and down, it's nice and smooth. All right, perfect. You're going to get all these cards in here. Fantastic. Bixby has been renamed to Samsung Daily for the home screen component. And we also have a bunch of brand new camera features, which is always great. So now I can go into my camera and I have a brand new single take option right over here. This option was originally exclusive to Samsung Galaxy S20, but it's been trickling down to other smartphones. So basically when you tap this button, the phone records and captures meaningful moments for 15 seconds, and then it gives you all these various auto-generated options for some fantastic effects on the photo. So that's a single take option. Other thing that we have is if you go to your photo mode, in the past, if you wanted to take a burst shot, you would have to press and hold the shutter button. Now you have to press and pull it down, and that's going to take burst shots. Okay, press, pull down, and that's going to take burst shots. Now on top of that, if you press and hold the button now, it actually starts to record a quick video. So when you press and hold, the video starts to record. When you let go, it stops recording the video. So you don't have to go to the video mode at all. and start recording. You can be in the photo mode and do a quick 5-second video if you so desire. That's another new feature, and it's fantastic. And also, if you go to more, now we have a brand new powerful Pro video mode that allows you to manually configure the settings for your video if you are into pro stuff. So you can change the ISO manually, you can change the shutter manually. Remember, this is one of the only phones left that has a variable aperture, okay? You can change the settings here, temperature, saturation, all that stuff. Autofocus, you can change the white balance, and of course you can change the actual exposure setting right here, okay? So that's all fantastic. We now have a Pro video mode on top of the existing Pro photo mode. So that's the new additions to the camera. Let's move on. Now we also have a whole bunch of features that were added to the actual keyboard. So let me go back into my messages and just pull up the keyboard. If I tap the 3 dots right here, you'll notice that we have all these options, okay? One of them is the keyboard size option. If I tap on this one, I can quickly minimize the keyboard or maximize it. I can change the size right from here and then done on where I want to set myself. On top of that, if I go back here, go into keyboard size, I can also make it into a one-handed keyboard. So I can now use it with one hand if I'm holding the phone just like this anywhere. And also, again, if I tap here, go into the keyboard size, I can push it to the other side if I so desire. So you can have it on any side, left or right, justified. On top of that, there's an amazing built-in translate feature. Check this out. So you tap on translate, you accept all the terms. I'm just going to accept all the terms here. Okay, I don't personally mind. So here you get a window when you tap on that translate button. Let's do that one more time from the get-go. Tap here, go into translate, you get a window. So I can enter a text here. Hi, how are you? And then I can pick a source language that is English right now, and I can pick a target language, and I can, let's say I want to translate this to French. It's right here. And then when you press done, it translates what's over here and puts it right over here. Absolutely fantastic little feature. Again, you can translate from any language to another language. So I can go from English to French, from French to English, from Russian to English, whatever you want to do. It is using Google as its database. It's highly accurate, okay? So that's all great. Let's cancel this out. And then we have the ability to actually, if I go back to the keyboard, tap on this, I can search for stuff in my keyboard for emojis, stickers, and more. So if I type in happy, and if I tap on search, see what happens? I'm getting the emojis, I'm getting the related smileys, the stickers, the GIFs, all relating to what I just searched, happy. So those are the keyboard additions, and again, they're great. Let's move on, we have even more. Now, we also have on the top here, 2 new options. We have the quick share option and the music share. Now, quick share is really good. So let's go inside. I'm gonna enable it. I'm gonna press and hold. It's gonna take me into the actual settings. And what you do after you enable this is you give your phone a proper name, and you can do quick sharing with everybody else that has a Samsung phone, and the sharing happens instantaneously using Wi-Fi. So if you want to transfer large files and large photos from your phone to another Samsung phone, you enable quick share on both of those smartphones, and then you can instantly transfer large files from one phone to the other. Fantastic. This is like iPhone's AirDrop feature for Samsung phones. Now let's go back. We also have the music share option, which is right here. Again, let's enable this real quick. Actually, just go to the inside of the settings. Basically, when you enable this, what you can do is you can set all these settings, and you can have nearby friends play music on your Bluetooth speaker. So if this phone was connected to a Bluetooth speaker, and then you enable music share with your friend, he has to do it on his own phone. You music share, connect to each other. Your friend can send his music to your Bluetooth speakers. So you guys can basically show each other your own music using one active Bluetooth speaker. And that's one of the final features for this massive One UI 2.1 update for the Note 9 and the S9. Now remember, this is an unlocked phone, so this got the update just now. But if you have Verizon, if you have T-Mobile, they may have gotten it sooner or they might get it later. And of course, around the world, the release schedule is a little bit different, but you will get this sooner or later. This is the last major update before One UI 2.5. All right, guys, any questions, comments, or concerns? Drop them down below and let me know. For now, have a fantastic day. Enjoy your enhanced Note 9 and S9. Alright, so if you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe to SAKITECH by clicking that button, and also click that bell icon on the side to make sure you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you do use Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, you can follow me at SAKITECH Online to get the latest updates as well. Alright, have a fantastic day.